Today you join me, just like in our other series, in an FA Cup third round replay, and the second game of the episode will depend on the outcome of this one, because either it's going to be a fourth round tie or it's going to be a Premier League game against Southampton. Welcome to episode number 89 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name is Mark, and on today's episode, as mentioned in the preamble, we have an FA Cup third round replay, as we have had in our other series, To Be a Legend. The second game of the episode is a bit of an unknown quantity at the moment. At the moment, it's scheduled to be Southampton, but if we win the third round replay, there will be a fourth round tie coming up. So stay tuned, and we'll find out together who will be playing in the second game of the episode. Just one thing to mention: if you enjoy the episode, to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It all helps here on this channel, on YouTube especially. And on the last episode, we, of course, played Stuttgart and Norwich. Stuttgart Champions League phase, though we won 2-1. We didn't get through to the last eight, or the top eight, in the league phase. And therefore, we're in the knockout playoffs. And as we found out in the last episode, it will be a double header against Ludogorets. Next episode, you'll be joining us for that one, and we'll play the away and then the home leg. So it will be a Ludogorets Champions League episode, basically. That's what we're going to do. And then, of course, we had the 2-0 win against Norwich. Barbosa, of course, in splendid form at the moment. Just suddenly found that bit of form, brought him on against Freiburg, got us the winner in that game. And then started the scoring against Manchester City, and of course scored a brace against Norwich as well. So I'm pretty sure he will make a start today. I think one other thing that's happened since you were last with us is transfer window has slammed shut, and we've got a couple of players of movement. I think the last time it was Declan Rice went out to Bayern Munich for 130 million, will be 156 million. Jude Sunset-Bell's gone on loan to Wolfsburg. And then we have brought in Aaron Khan Topkaya from Konyaspor, £9 million going up to 11.5 million. He is he's Turkish, basically. 3.5 star current ability. He's got the potential to be a 4/5-star ability player. He can play up front. It's his preferred position. Can play in attacking midfield or out on the right. He stacks up quite well. The only thing that was demanded of us is in bringing him in, we have been asked whether they could loan him back for the rest of the season. As you'll see, he's played 72 times for Konyaspor and scored 10 goals. If we have a quick look at his stats, we can see what he's done so far this season in Konyaspor. Played 23 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 1 player of the match, a 7.02. So we have loaned him back. He's come in and gone back out again on loan to Konyaspor for the rest of the season. And also Otavio going out on deadline day. He's gone out on loan to Napoli. He wasn't happy either. So that is how it's all ended up. We've ended up a little bit under wage budget, and we've ended up with just about 6.5 million left in the transfer budget. So they are all the transfers. Not much else to tell you other than we have this FA Cup third round tie. We've played Wolves 8 times, beat them 4, drawn 3, lost just once. But but we seem to be struggling against them. I don't know why. We beat them at Molineux back in December by 4-1, and we beat them back in May last season, of course, 4-0 at Stamford Bridge. But at Molineux, we always seem to struggle a little bit. I don't know why it is, apart from that one game. But then, of course, it was the 3-3 draw against them at Stamford Bridge. And, of course, in that instance, we were behind, and well behind, as you will know, by 3 goals. No, we weren't. 2-1, I think it was, because it was an own goal, wasn't it? Got us one back. Must have been 2-1 at half-time. And, yeah, we were 3-1 down, but through Havertz and Coman, managed to pull that one back. But I want to be a bit more authoritative today and see a good result and a good game from the team, because we need to get through to that 4th round tie. And this is the team that will face Wolves in this Emirates FA Cup, a 3rd round replay at Molineux, a game against Swansea. I was trying to think of the team. Swansea, if we can get past Wolves. Maganan in goal then. Chilwell, Gavadol, Eric Garcia and Timber make up our back line. Dewsbury Hall and Milenkovic-Savic are our central midfield. Coman, Mount and Barbosa gets the nod again out on the right, with Havertz leading the attack. Karnasechi, Cucurella, Kovacic, Tell, Fofana, Fernandez, Broja, James and Frattesi make up the rest of the bench. And this is how the two sides match off against one another. Wolves with Villas-Boas, of course, as the manager, look like this Chevalier in goal. Reinaldo, Marsa, Dajalo and Semedo are the defensive line. Moncolia is the defensive midfielder. Palix and Nunes are the midfielders, with Traore and Neto playing wide behind Geddes. On the bench they have Smith, Nore, Willock, Zerbin, Fofana, Johnny, Ajmade, I can never pronounce his name, Akhmedozic, and Darun and Longvilk. That is the bench, and that's how we match off with them. Confirmation of the two teams for you. First highlight, 5 minutes in. It's a throw in to us. Mount, Garcia, Timber, Barbosa, Savic, who lost control of that ball in midfield there, which was pretty poor. And Wolves, they've been all over us. Gavaldi getting in there. And first time we've seen him really properly. Oh, and it's through. Geddes. He's hit the crossbar. Hit that so hard. Maganan, Gavaldi, Garcia. Free kick to Wolves. Ball over the top. Neto there. And Semedo. And Coman coming back and sorting it. Oh, Coman made a right mistake then. And it's still alive, but it's gone wide. We have a corner. Chilwell with the corner. Swings it in. Gaval. And Gavaldiel. I can never pronounce it. Gavaldiel has scored his first goal for us on 43 minutes. He he controlled that ball, brought it down on his foot and fired it in the back of the net. And no more highlights. A stunning goal to give us the lead on 43 minutes. Gavaldiol was the scorer and scores his first goal for us. And he's having a good game down there. Gives us the lead at half-time. 7 shots, 4 on target, 0.37. 51% of the possession. Wolves have had 4 shots, none on target, 0.94. 49% of the possession. Did look as if we were going to concede when Coman crossed that ball back into the box. Why he did that, I really do not know. Crossed it right into the box, and it could, did fall to a Wolves player. Luckily, he put it over the top. And Mount with the corner. Crosses it in. It's been headed clear, but only as far as Dewsbury Hall. Mount in the area. Back to Son. It's gone in. Took a deflection, I think, but Savic gets it there. And it's 2-0 after 63 minutes. And we have one step in a fourth round tie against Swansea. Mount pulls it back. Savic, and it did take a deflection off Moncleo. I'm really, pronunciation is gone off today. And with 67 minutes on the clock, nearly 68 minutes, going to make 4 changes at this juncture of time. And the changes are as follows. I'm just wondering whether Mason Mount actually would be better as advanced playmaker, which I think might be the problem we've having with him. Anyway, Havertz not having a good day up front. He has come off. We've moved Gabriel Barbosa up front. Coman gone out right. We've brought Mateus Tell on, who I think he's like an inverted winger. That's okay. Coman is fine. Yep, he's fine out there. Right, so, Mateus Tell comes on then for Havertz. He's gone out on the left wing. Coman out on the right. We've taken off Savic, who scored, got us in front with that, not in front, but he's got the second goal. He was having a good game, but getting tired. Kovacic coming on for him. Ben Chilwell, the usual change with Mark Cucurella. So Mark Cucurella on for him. And our final change, Joran Timber, also getting tired, has come off and is replaced by Reece James. And for our final change, it was a toss-up between Mason Mount and Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman coming off, and we're giving Armando Broja an opportunity out on the right-hand side. What's he's chosen is he prefers to be an advanced forward up front. We're going to play him as inverted winger today. Chevalier with the goal kick. Mount was under that one. Kovacic losing the ball, and they're through. And well cut out by Gavardio. Back to Maganan forward looking for Tell. Didn't find him. And Wolves in again. And good save by Magnan's gone around for a corner. And Wolves having a bit of a smart spot at the minute. Traore swings it in straight at Magnan. And we have a corner. Mount with the corner. Swings it in. It's bobbling around. It's cleared. And it's all over. We have beaten Wolves in the replay at Molineux by 2-0. Gavaldiol after 43. Savic after 63. And Gavaldiol having a player of the match game. And rounding it off with a goal, of course. So he's obviously come in place of Declan Rice. And having a fine time there too, he is. We go through 14 shots, 7 on target, 50%, 1.76, 53% of the possession. They had 8 shots, just 2 on target, 1.57, 47% of the possession. It's a tie against Swansea coming up next. And confirmation of that scoreline. Arsenal beating Ipswich by a goal to nil. Martinelli after 51. And that is how it has ended up. One result from the Premier League. Manchester United beating Tottenham. I think that was their game in hand, or probably one of their games in hand. They are in 4th on 46 points. The best they can get to is 49, of course. And even then, they would still be 17 points adrift of us in first place, where we have that 11-point lead over Manchester City as it currently stands. That was the one thing we didn't do at the start of the episode, was check on the table, of course. Got blinded by the fact that we were playing in the FA Cup third round. Where does that leave us then? That leaves us immediately with a tie against Swansea now on Saturday. So we've got a few days just to recover and get back. We have a trip over the Severn Bridge for that one. And it's a case of having a look to see who is in the team for that. Can tell you that we've played Swansea once before in an FA Cup 5th round back in last season, possibly. 2025, we're in 2026, so it would have been last season. We beat them on that occasion at the Swansea.com stadium by 2-1 on that occasion. Kingsley Coman and Declan Rice. Declan Rice winning it for us on 90 minutes after we'd taken the lead 21 and they'd equalised through Oliver Cooper on 51. Let's hope it's not quite so tight today, eh? And this is the team that will face Swansea in our second game of the episode. And it's a fourth round tie, having won the third round replay in the Emirates FA Cup. Magnan in goal then. Chilwell, Gavardiol, Fofana and James make up the defensive line. Dewsbury Hall and Fernandes. Dewsbury Hall is making that central midfield his own. Fernandes alongside him today. Coman out on the left, Mount on the central, Barbosa out on the right. That's beginning to look like a fixture. Sat behind Havertz up front. It's Karnaseci, Cucurella, Savic, Tell, Garcia, Kovacic, Broja, Koulibaly and Fretesi are on the bench. And this is how the two sides match up for this one. Pete Wild is the manager at Swansea. Bachmann, Manning, Wood, Cabango and Valerie are the defensive line. Hurani and Aria are the defensive midfielders. And then they have Ondimir, Congreve and Alex are the attacking midfielders. Ogbru is the lone striker up front, and then on the bench they had Webb, Breen, Lloyd, Forrest, Price Griffiths, Evans, Aluo, Rashia and Ogbeta, and that's the side that we face today. Confirmation of the two sides for you. And second minute we have a highlight. Bachmann holding the ball, launches a long one forward. Chilwell's under that one. Coman into midfield. Playing in all blue today. Through to Havertz. Havertz just hung on to that too long. And I think it's gone out for a corner. Chilwell with this corner. Long one. And the goalkeeper comes out and collects. Another long ball launched forward. But Coman headed that down to Chilwell. Gavardiol. Fofana. Fernandes through to Havertz. Havertz, he's tucked it in near post, and it's his 36th of the season. And we go a 1-up after 16 minutes and possibly 1 foot in the fifth round. Fernandes stringing that through to Havertz. Havertz finding the near post. I've got it between that and Bachmann. Question of offside. Debatable. No VAR, of course. Gavardiol with a throw in to Barbosa. Back to Barbosa. Barbosa crossed it in looking for Havertz, I think it was. Dewsbury Hall's got it though. He holds it up. Fofana. James and Fofana working together. Dewsbury Hall over the top. Fernandes. It's 2-0. Question of offside though. And it's been given. Well put away by Fernandes though. And we have another throw in. James with the throw in to Barbosa. Barbosa inside to Fernandes. Cross it for Coman. Coman heads it. And not sure what went on there, but it's live still. Ooh, and just side netting that time from Barbosa. Mount with a free kick. Sweeps it in. It's just gone over the top. Half time comes. No more highlights. Swansea have not had a shot, either a shot or a shot on target. 33% of the possession. We are in command. 12 shots, but only 4 of them have been on target. A little bit lackluster. 2.02 and 67% of the possession. We've been unlucky not to be 2 goals up. And I would suggest that had we hit the target a bit more often, may have even been 3 goals up. But a little bit unlucky. Mason Mount not having a good game today. Maybe he's a little bit tired from the previous FA Cup. We'll have a look at that at half time. But we go in at half time, 1 up, and unless something changes dramatically, I think we should be all right for a 5th round tie. And with 56 minutes on the clock, we are making a couple of changes. Mason Mount not improved any in this early part of the second half, as I say, and he's very tired. So I'm suspecting he's got a little bit of a knock-on from the last game. Milinkovic Savic is on for him. I think he's probably better as attacking midfielder, so we'll set him as an attacking midfielder. Kingsley Coman's picked up a knock. Hopefully it's not too bad, but he has picked up that injury. Mateus Tell replaces him. Swansea with a free kick. Chilwell brings it down into the path of Havertz goes around the goalkeeper, and Wood manages to get a foot to stop it going in. Chilwell with the corner, swings it in, tried to get it on Gavaldi's head but didn't, and that was a poor ball by Fernandes, who's given the ball away, and Swansea come marauding forward, but Fernandes recovers and gets the ball back. Fofana now to Gavaldio. Chilwell through the legs to Mateus Tell, and goalkeeper makes a fine save. Mateus Tell not happy about it, I don't think. Reece James on this side with the corner, swings it in. It's headed clear, and Fernandes will have to tidy up. Still alive though, and he's been tackled. It's gone out now though. And with 67 minutes on the clock, we're making another change. Kovacic is coming on. Dewsbury Hall not having such a good game today, and he's tiring in that central midfield. And I think he's quite key to us getting that drive forward. So Kovacic is on, and he replaces the tiring Dewsbury Hall. And with 81 minutes on the clock, making our final changes. The usual Cucurella is on for Ben Chilwell on the left side. And we've also made a change in central defence. Wesley Fofana coming off for Garcia. James with a throw-in on that far side. 83 minutes on the clock. Garcia finds Kovacic. Fernandes launches one forward for Barbosa. Barbosa, lovely play, and he's had a shot. Probably should have passed it. He had players on in the inside of him. Still only one goal in this, and we're not found a way through for a second goal, which is a bit disappointing. Barbosa over the top. Havertz is in. He's not gotten quite enough on it. Tiring a little bit. Just Bachmann got there before him. The highlight continues. Launches a long one. And it's cut out. James. Kovacic. Kovacic comes forward. Kovacic, who's on. Fresh legs, of course. Gets this into the box now. He's wriggled around. He's kept it alive. Cucurella. Ooh, it's back off the post, I think. We have a corner. Reece James swings it in. It's just over the top. I think that was Mateus Tell. No more highlights. It's all over. And I'll tell you what, Swansea never had a shot all game. 34% of the possession. We had 25 shots, 8 of which were on target. 3.52. We just didn't put our chances away. Loads of shots. Didn't put them away. Disappointing. 66% of the possession. Any other day, we could well have lost that match. Well, good news. Kingsley Coman's knock was only a bruised ankle. He's only out for a couple of days. He will be back for our next game, which is a week away against Southampton, which is good news. We will come back, of course, in the next episode for the Ladegrettes, a double header. And we have a 5th round FA Cup tie coming up at the end of February as well. So we'll feature that. I'm not sure whether we'll do Leeds and that, or whether we may do... it depends who it's against. FA Cup tie and, of course, or not of course, but possibly Leicester. We'll see, work out which one of those two. We'll let you know at the next episode. And we will have the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup. The one thing we didn't do at the top of the programme episode was let you know what the table looks like. And this is how the table looks. We are on top, 66 points. Manchester City are second on 55, then Liverpool on 52. Manchester United and Arsenal still have games in hand, 46 and 41 respectively. Then come Newcastle and Southampton, the rest of the European places. Norwich, Aston Villa and West Ham still in the drop zone, and West Ham have to double their points if they're to avoid relegation. And at the moment, it's not looking like that, albeit they have won 2 of their last 5 games. I was just going to check, because I think one thing that did happen between episodes was Manchester City. They only managed a draw against Everton, which is why we're 11 points clear of them, because I think we were 9 at the end of the last episode. So that's what's happened there. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with everything that's happening here on Making Chelsea Stand Proud. And, of course, our other series, To Be a Legend. New series will be released. And, of course, by hitting the notification button, that will let you know when it's going to be released and all the rest of it. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel and more, then the best way of doing it is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. New episodes Making Chelsea Stand Proud are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, we've told you about that. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 90. It's out on Friday. Till then, we wish you a good rest of the week. Don't forget, it is a Champions League special. It's both legs of the knockout stage playoff against Ladegretz. Till then, bye-bye.